And I think we are live right now. We're live. We're live. Can you guys hear me? You guys hear me? Let's see here. Oh, we are live. Sweet. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Try to make sure we were live here. Hey, hey, Bree. Hey, Sandra, Guri. Let's see. Witchy Poo. How's everybody doing? Are you guys ready for the new year? I figured, tonight I would jump on here into the live. I haven't done a video on this channel in some time from now, and I figured I'd spend about an hour with all of you guys tonight here on this Friday, and you guys can ask some questions. I've got Ryan and David here with me. Let's pop those guys up here real quick here. Let's see. And they're unmuted. Hey guys.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Doing well, doing well. I mean, just two princes sitting here. Might as well call us the Spin Doctors.
BJ, I'm sorry. Okay, I was reading names really fast. Hey, Polly. Anyways.
Got to start the live stream with a bad joke, am I right?
Right? Yeah, well, this chat on this side is so much slower than YouTube. So it's just like over here on my other screen is faster than this one. So I'm like trying to keep up on both sides over here.
Yeah, that's why I always open it up over here.
I know. So how are you guys doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing well. It's
I tell you what, I can tell that it's getting close to 2023. This is going to be the last sleep of this year.
Oh, it is.
Over to it.
It is actually it is the last night to sleep on 2022, isn't it?
It is.
Thank God. Hopefully 2023 is better, right?
Hopefully. That's why whenever I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to tell people that I can't sleep on 2022.
I'll see you guys next year. Hey, so my dog keeps crying. Everybody, this is Dexter. He just turned 2 years old today. He keeps sitting next to me crying. So I don't know if he wants to be on the video, but look at that great camera right there. See that? Right there.
Guys, make sure and smash that like button, that thumbs up button for Dexter's birthday. Come on.
That's right. Show him some love.
He just turned 2 years old today, okay? And he's not a sweetheart. Trust me. He's got a little halo, but secretly there's little horns right back here. So, okay, buddy.
He's a little demon dog.
Yeah. All right, buddy. You need to go, okay? So I can talk. Okay, bye. And you guys can see my Benji picture.
There's Benji. You have to love Benji.
I know.
Benji's not sociable, so you have to put the picture up of him on the wall so that people can see him.
He's a little heavy to pick up. I'll just say that right now.
Gosh, but you have a lot of things planned for the new year, don't you, Connor?
Oh, I do. Actually, that's some stuff to talk about. So I don't know if everybody got a chance to see the Alone in the Dark, one of the first episodes that I put out there for this channel. But I got word that I got a new place that I don't think has been put out there for like a video that I know of. It's definitely not been filmed for television, and it's a pretty creepy place in Colorado Springs. I'll be filming that on February 7th. But next week, India and I are filming 2 brand new episodes for the Alone in the Dark series. So India will be in her own episode. I know everybody keeps asking me if India's going to be in her own. She is. We found a place and she picked one for me. So we'll be filming 2 episodes that same night. So yeah, and then there's more that we just booked right after that. So all month of January, we'll be filming brand new episodes for Alone in the Dark and maybe some more Paranormal Encounters episodes. So there'll be enough where we'll be doing weekly episodes here soon.
That's exciting. I'm excited to see what you guys can come up with. It's really the first one that you did, I really, really enjoyed it. I don't know if everybody here has seen it. Do you still have the trailer? Maybe you could play it.
Give me 1 second here.
Show them what's up.
Yeah, it was a really cool idea, and we've talked about it quite a bit, behind the scenes, Connor, on how we really like the idea and the premise of it. It's something that you don't see on YouTube are really very much in the paranormal field, the whole solo investigations. And we're not talking just like going into a specific part of the building and doing a solo. We're talking like the whole building. You are alone in the dark. And it is a really cool premise. So if you have the trailer and you're able to play it, I think people will really, if you've never seen it and you're watching right now, go to Paranormal Encounters channel and check it out, because Connor stayed alone in a haunted brothel.
You know, I've been wanting to do this kind of a thing for a long time, like probably about a year and a half. I've been thinking about doing the Alone in the Dark series just to kind of like face some of the places that really scared me, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody had told me just recently, like, you know, like I've been doing it for 10 years, but technically 12 because I wasn't really filming Paranormal Encounters, but I'm human. I still get scared of places like this because I mean, like sometimes I think people forget when they're watching the videos that you are in the dark. You're just using night vision. So it's scary being in a place you're not really familiar with, especially when you know you've had paranormal activity there before. You just don't really know what you're going to have happen to you. Some of the stuff I've experienced over the years have made me feel that kind of a way, you know, because it is real. Like, I mean, there's scary stuff out there.
It is, yeah. And that's only something that people can understand if they've been in that scenario, because paranormal investigation with night vision cameras, it's a beautiful thing because you can see everything that's going on in a dark hallway, dark room, dark building, but you don't really get... Is that a demon?
That is a demon.
Whoa.
That is this demon. Go, Dexter.
You can't really see through the screen genuinely how dark it actually is in some of these buildings. So,
Dude,
yeah.
stop. Here, I'll play this trailer real quick for you guys.
Yeah, let's see
One
it.
second.
No audio, Connor.
No audio. Oops. How do I do audio? Oops.
I think if you have to do it, you have to present it. I don't know what browser you're using, but it has to be a specific browser, and then you have to check mark the box that says share audio.
What is saying? I may not be able to share it here because it's telling me I can't with audio for whatever reason here. Hang on. I don't think I can share it here. Shoot.
Do you have the file on your computer?
I don't think I do. I do. I lied. I'm a liar. I'm sorry. I lie.
That's okay. We know you just had a demon in your room, so you're probably scatterbrained.
All right, so I just arrived here in Florence, Colorado, and I'm at the Elks Lodge. This is the first video to the Alone in the Dark series that we are doing for this YouTube channel.
We're gonna lock you in. Are you ready?
Oh my God. Yeah, I am ready. Goodbye. Goodbye, Connor. Thanks. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening right now. If you want me to go to the end of the hallway down there where I keep hearing those noises at you've got to make something go off or make a noise so I know.
Yes.
Oh my God. I was pretty scared.
What a graphic too, my goodness.
It took some time to make.
If you guys haven't seen that, it's already up right now on this channel that you're watching. After this live stream is over, you can go back and check that out if you're looking for something to watch tonight. It's very cool.
I do gotta say there is some really cool places planned for Alone in the Dark. Some of them are seriously really scary, like scary. And unfortunately, not unfortunately, I guess I should say, I'm doing them. So there's a lot of new places I can't wait to show, but I cannot wait to explore because I've never been there before. But
fortunately or unfortunately, you are going to be doing them.
Yes. I was actually supposed to film another one right after this one came out, but, you know, of course, snow happened. Then snow went away, and then the following, I scheduled out for a week from that date. It was supposed to be on a Tuesday, so I scheduled it for the following Tuesday, and then I got COVID, so I couldn't go film. So then I decided just to wait and just try to find a bunch of places and just book them and film them all in one go. That way, everybody on our channel will have a weekly episode, at least for the next couple of months. So it gives me some time to film some more, keep that going instead of having a lag between our episodes. I'm just playing chicken right now with the snow because there's 1.5 feet snow outside my door. Yeah.
You can keep all of that.
Yeah.
You did move to one of the snowiest parts of the United States, so.
Thanks, India. Yeah, no, it's beautiful here. I do like Colorado a lot. I just did not. It's hard to figure out when it's going to snow here. Like before I moved here, everyone's like, "Oh, Colorado is so blah 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 about snow," but actually, it's really not. Not at least where I live at. I don't live in Denver. I live in the outskirts of Denver.
Mhm.
But last year I didn't have a snowy white Christmas. This year I did.
Oh. We did too, actually.
We did too. Yeah, it was not only that, but absolutely freezing cold,
Yeah,
like
I
it
don't.
was in most of the country.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we had a white, frigid Christmas, and today it was 72 degrees. So,
Oh wow, aren't you lucky? It's 30 degrees here.
oh wow.
Walked outside in the sunshine with nothing but my t-shirt on, and of course
Mm.
pants. So,
I hope. I hope.
and I don't mean by not just my t-shirt, but
Dog dad. That's right. Oh wait, we all have to
Yeah.
cheers somehow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oop.
Clink.
Don't spill the coffee on me. Oh my god, I spilled it on
cheers
my.
to a new year.
I just dropped it on my keyboard. That's nice.
You didn't even have anyone to clink glasses with, and you spilled it, Connor. How did that
Right. There's a ghost glass right there, right?
happen? Had to be.
It's that demon.
It's that growling demon we heard.
I know. So let's talk paranormal. I think a lot of people have misconceptions about the paranormal. At least on my end, everybody has their own experiences. Like some of you may or may not know that are watching this live right now, but I have written 3 books about my experiences with Paranormal Encounters, my YouTube channel right here. And I'm also in the process right now of having a 4th book, which I don't think I've ever told this YouTube channel yet. But I have a 4th book coming out, which is kind of crazy to say out loud. 4 books.
Yeah.
I have a 4th book coming out this spring called The Pawn and the Reaper. So it's basically about some trauma that happened in my life. I'm going to be coming out and talking about some of the stuff I've experienced. Hang on, what the hell is this? I'm sorry, guys. Got distracted from some inappropriate spam stuff that I see that was in the chat. Yes, there's my first book. So first book goes from the 1960s to 2019 when I first met India and how India and I started back up on the show. The second book is called Home Sweet Haunted Home. The third book is called The Walls That Scream. And again, the 4th book is called The Pawn and the Reaper. It's about some trauma, some near-death experiences I had when I was a kid. My attempts at suicide, those things like that, like things that I feel that have brought me closer to the paranormal and why I can communicate with the paranormal and why I think they're willing to communicate more with me. It also deals more with empathy. I have more empathy, I feel, than most with some of the experiences I've had when I was a child. So I basically describe some of those experiences and see how, and kind of talk about how they relate as far as the paranormal goes.
Looking at the chat here, Connor, it looks like a lot of people have the books.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you, guys.
But if you don't have the books, go over to Amazon and snatch you some up.
Yep.
The Kindle versions are free.
There you
Yeah.
go. Now you
Yes.
have no reason not to go get it. It's free on Kindle.
Yeah.
Yes, and there is an audiobook for those who don't like to read, like myself. There's an audiobook version of those.
That's awesome.
Where
yeah.
can they get your books, Connor?
They can get it on Amazon, and I can give y'all the link here if you give me about more than 3 seconds.
You got to go and read them, guys, because before you know it, you'll fall too far behind, and then you'll have a lot of catching up to do to read all of Connor's books, because he dropped a hint the other day and said that he's going to turn into the paranormal Stephen King, and he's going to put out like 6 books a year.
God, yeah, right. I don't even have time for that. I'm actually really late on writing this book.
Uh-oh. There you go, guys. There is the link for Connor's books. They're in the chat.
You can check them all out on Amazon if you guys want to. So if you guys do have questions, by the way, too, paranormal related, about Paranormal Quest, anything about Ryan and David, Australia, those things like that they just went on to for about a month, put it in here in this chat. Let's answer some of your questions, paranormal related or not. Well, hopefully not the same questions we get all the time. No offense, everybody.
And also, let's say hi to some people in the chat here. We have BJ in here, the Spice of Life. We got Chick Tracy, Sylvie Smith, Heath Edwards. I see. What up, my man?
What's up, Heath?
Deb Moore, Deborah Harrington, Witchy Poo, who I know who that is, but I can't remember who Witchy Poo is. To be honest, I'm sorry. I always get usernames and actual people mixed up so often.
Beck Bradshaw.
Beck's in here.
Malik. I'm not sure how you pronounce that one.
Sandra.
Janet.
Thank you so much, BJ. I really appreciate that. It was actually a lot of fun editing Ryan and David's videos for a whole month. I tried my best to mimic Ryan's editing style, just so you guys wouldn't know it was actually me. But it was a lot of fun editing somebody else's channel. It's kind of nerve-wracking just to see if they thought it was not what they wanted, but.
And people probably wouldn't have known, but we kept mentioning you. So
yeah, I know. I really appreciate that too.
Yeah, we appreciate the help.
We do, and you did a fantastic job. And
thank you.
Of course, we had no doubt in our minds you were going to do an awesome job because you've been editing as long as I've been editing, and you're very professional. And so,
I feel old. How long and just looking back how long it is. It's a long time. 12 years is a long time to be editing. Almost 13 now.
Yeah, because I started when I was 16, I believe, and I'm 28 now. So, yeah, so it's been about 12 years for me as well. So, we were on that same schedule.
The Spice of Life asked me, "How old were you when you had your first experience, Connor?" I was about 8 years old. I was about 8 years old when I had my first experience. In fact, I'm actually writing about that experience more in depth in my new book.
Ooh.
I experienced that one night when I was just trying to go to bed. And I was sharing a room with my brother at the time. And I was at this old house at the street where my house that I lived in sat on. Valentine Berkey is his name. And my first experience was when I was 8 years old. Wow. So
it's pretty young.
Yeah, it is. I feel like it's so cliche though. Like, when I say that, like everybody's like, oh, when I was a kid, I had an experience. But it just seems like that's more prevalent to have somebody have an experience when they're a child, because when you're a child, they do think that you are able to still remember past life experiences to like you're 7 or 8 years old, and you're more likely to see spirits, I guess, is what they do say. So maybe that's why some people have more experiences when they're younger, and just some of those memories of those experiences might stick longer.
I also think at that point in your life, you're a lot less jaded by the world and everything around you, and you're just more open and more susceptible to things like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to have an experience, because they say that some people aren't even really likely to have a paranormal experience in their life because certain people are more susceptible than others. So I feel those of us that have been susceptible for a long time find out at a very young age that we're susceptible to it. So it just is the way that it goes. I mean, I don't remember my first paranormal experience, but I had mine when I was, I think, less than 2 years old. And I was actually told about it after the fact by my grandmother, who was babysitting me when it happened. She heard me crying, came in, and I claimed that there was a woman that had come out of the bedroom closet and was trying to pick me up, and there was no one else in the house but her and me at the time.
Oh, that's spooky.
Yeah. And she was pretty freaked out by it, but she had to calm me down because I was so little. So, but yeah, so I think it happens that way. I feel like those of us that are susceptible to having experiences with the paranormal generally do when we're very young, because that's when you're the most open to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people shut that part of their brain off, block it out, but some of us choose to pursue it and research it and find out what it is.
Well, look at it this way. What if imaginary friends are not imaginary? They're actually spirits. And that's actually who kids do, because they do eventually go away. There's no more imaginary friends that the kids talk about anymore, when they're getting older.
Yeah.
So maybe those are actually spirits they're seeing.
And imagine if that creativity and that experience that the children are having wasn't stifled. Because how many stories do you hear with parents whenever the child's having an imaginary friend, they say, oh, well, they're not real. They're not real. That's just your imaginary friend. Imagine if someone actually grew up having someone having their parents accept that they could see things that they can't.
How can a child have such a vast imagination like that? To be able to build a conversation with each other like that. It's kind of
That's
crazy.
who it is. Sorry, Karen, I'd forgotten that you were Witchy Poo. But yeah, I mean, it's wild to think about. Sorry, Connor, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh man, you're good. You're good. This is what this conversation's about. Just chit chatting back and forth about the paranormal, answering some questions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My-
Real quick, I want to say that there are 84 people in here watching. If all 84 of you copied and pasted this on your social medias right now, it would help. It would help.
Put it on Reddit, someone. My goodness, put it on Reddit.
Put it somewhere.
I've never really used Reddit, so I don't know how it works, but
I do know that YouTube has changed how our channels are doing, you guys. Like, I know some of you guys probably get sick of hearing the YouTubers all talk about, hey, if you comment, you like the video. We say that stuff because YouTube changed their algorithm. If you guys don't watch our video and like the video, leave a comment or even share the video, our video and our channels do tank a little bit right afterwards because YouTube won't show it as much. YouTube does a thing called impressions. So impressions are like you scrolling through YouTube and you see videos that you're scrolling past. Those are impressions because you're being shown the video. And when you click on the video, that's a click-through rate for us. So when you guys share and comment and like on our videos, it creates a bigger impression that YouTube will show more people our video, which will increase our reach, our viewership, and then in turn, our channel might grow because more new people might come to our channel. So you can't just watch the video. I mean, you can if you want to. It's your personal choice. But to supporting us, we don't necessarily need. I shouldn't say need. We don't really. We appreciate donations, but what really helps is the impressions on our video because that way our channels can grow, and that way we can produce more videos, and in turn it creates more ad revenue for our channels. So it helps our channel to keep thriving.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you just. It feels like you constantly have to like advertise for something that you really shouldn't.
And YouTube's bad about notifications lately too. Like I know a lot of people do have all notifications on, but it doesn't work. It really doesn't because I've looked at the analytics and it just doesn't. It's not effective. The only way that it's effective is hopefully we start getting a routine. Like I know our channel specifically hasn't really put out a ton of videos, but the videos that we create are pretty expensive. And if we don't have that impressions on our channel, it makes it harder for us to make our videos because it's coming out of my own personal income from my job. Everything I've ever made on YouTube has always been dumped back into the show to create more episodes. I've been looking for places that are being generous for us to let us go film and be used as like a way to help promote their location so we can be able to create more content for our YouTube channel. It's kind of why Alone in the Dark was created, was so Indy and I could go to one place and film 2 episodes in one night. And so that way we could create more content for everybody.
Yeah. I don't want to get on a soapbox about it, but like, guys, no matter how big or how small the channel is, all of these locations are very expensive to go to, and it adds up because you have to factor in getting there and lodging and the price of everything in the world now, and it adds up. It's difficult. It's expensive, and when you don't have YouTube working the way that it's supposed to work, then at that point you're like, what's the point? Why are we doing what we're doing if it's not going to get broadcast in the way that it should?
And we're not talking about the views, like that's all we care about is the views, but it helps our channel grow where we can in turn create more content. Because I know you guys have been killing it on YouTube, doing it every week as much as you guys can for like the past it's like 2 years now, right? 2.5 years.
2.5 years, yeah.
Crazy to think about. You guys have been doing that every week.
It's a lot of work, and like you have channels that like upload a season of like 8 episodes, and then they take 6 months off, and they make $3, $4, $5 million just from uploading that season. And of course they can take the rest of the year off. And, you know, we upload a video and you might make like $300-400 off of it after you've spent $500, $600, $700, $800 to make it.
You guys did not have to do that. Thank you guys.
Sorry about the delay. I was having a conundrum.
No, seriously, thank you guys for that. I really appreciate that.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
And I'll be right back again because I got to throw this back in here. Just give me 1 second and I'll be right back.
Well, look who's in here. It's Kalani the Ghost Hunter. Hello, Kalani.
Kalani, what's up, Kalani?
Yeah. Let's see. But, you know, like, I'm really excited for the new year. I really do plan to film a lot more episodes in January. Like, I've got 9 episodes for sure booked right now that are for sure going to be happening. So those are all going to be filmed hopefully in January, except for the last one is February 7th. They asked me to wait on that one for a second. Sarah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Very cool, Sarah. Very cool.
Thank you.
And I saw somebody said the shade. I didn't mean it to be shady. I just, you know, I meant that truthfully. And like, if those content creators would come to me and talk to me, I would be like, I would say the same thing. Like, wow, it's crazy that you guys can upload 6, 8, 9 episodes and take the rest of the year off and not have to worry about feeding yourself or paying your electricity bill.
Yeah, I think the paranormal right now on YouTube is just like kind of like everywhere now, because a lot of the major people like Sam and Kobe, for example, they've got 8 million subscribers, 9 million subscribers, and they always get 3 million views on all their videos. They're all doing paranormal videos.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard because YouTube prioritizes their channels before ours.
Yeah. And that's just the way it is, guys. You know, YouTube, if you're a content creator, from what it seems, if you're a content creator that is going to make YouTube a lot of money, they're obviously going to push you up the ranks before they would ever consider suggesting one of our channels to make trend. And it's just not fair.
Mm-hmm.
The Spice of Life says, no, I was talking about my own comment that wasn't towards you. I think the shade comment.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Watching from Charleston, South Carolina. Love your videos. Christina, that's awesome. India is actually towards that way right now. Visiting family. Oh, she'd be getting on the airport right now, actually. She's flying back tonight. Gotta go pick her up from the airport.
We're up to almost 100 in here watching, guys.
Guys, I really appreciate you guys, all 93 of you at the moment I'm seeing, joining in and chit-chatting with us and giving us your time tonight for the new year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Make a dad joke real quick. This is the last live before 2023.
This is the last ghost. This is the last ghost content that either one of these channels are doing this year. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy to think about when you think about, I mean, we have the rest of this year without any content from Paranormal Quest or Paranormal Encounters.
They're done for the year, guys. That's it. Paranormal Quest is done for the rest of the year.
Kalani said, ask Ryan about the banana of Brushy.
Oh, gosh.
What's the banana Brushy?
Well, it technically isn't the banana of Brushy because it didn't happen at Brushy, but it happened in wherever it was our Airbnb was.
I forgot about that until just now.
Long story short, we were at the Airbnb after we had investigated Brushy Mountain, and I was really hungry because we had been investigating the prison all night long. And one of the things that we had in the kitchen was we had a full, I don't know what you call them. It's not a bushel, but you know, we had a bunch of bananas in the kitchen. So I was like, I'm going to eat one of these before I go to bed because I'm starving and I haven't really had anything to eat. So I walk into the living room where Dave is talking to Kalani and Savannah. And it just so happens that where the lamp was placed, it cast my shadow onto the wall as I walked into the room eating my banana. And Kalani said it looked very suggestive. So, and he took a picture of it because it was like a perfect shadow cast on the wall of me with the banana.
This is PG related conversation, guys. Okay, PG.
Yeah, that's right.
I promise you.
That's something that we should all do.
What?
Not eat bananas and shadow figures, but like,
Okay, Dave. A great idea.
but no, you know, Connor in India, if she's interested, and then us two and Kalani, we should go investigate somewhere.
Oh, we should. We should. If
Would you
Kalani,
guys like that? Leave it in the comments. Would you like that?
that would be one massive collab.
It would be.
God, I can't believe you said that, Dave. Everyone's gonna be leaving banana comment emojis on our videos now. We're not gonna. No one that's new is gonna know what the heck that's even about.
That's right. Leave your banana emojis.
Thanks to Kalani, the chat's turned to anarchy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But yes, I saw someone up there had left a comment in the chat asking me if I remembered falling through the floor of the Stark Saloon. I very much remember that.
God, that looked so painful when he fell through that floor. Honestly, that was going through my mind when I was doing the Alone in the Dark in that brothel, because I guess you kind of can and can't tell in the video, but the wood looks so thin. I was worried. I was like, I'm gonna be Orion here and tonight. I bet just fall through this floor.
Luckily, my
banana emoji's happening now.
Darren, I have been sorry to interrupt. Darren, I have been trying to get a hold of somebody about booking there for a couple of different things, but I haven't heard back.
Yeah. Back from what?
Licking County Jail.
Oh, Licking County Jail.
We're really wanting to come back or go back. We're really wanting to go back to Licking County Jail because it's been so long and it was so much fun. But anyway, yeah, it did hurt, Connor. I'll tell you that. I'm pretty sure I fractured my toe. It took until just a couple weeks ago for my toe to stop hurting, and that was back in September or October that happened.
I don't remember. Something
like that. So it was like months of pain in my toe, and now I still have the scar on my arm here from where I hit the wall, and it was quite the experience. But you know, these are the risks we take.
The bananas. That was a bad idea. I'm talking about the banana emoji right now.
Ow. Yeah, the bananas are still going.
I know, right?
Ryan, I heard about you on a podcast with wine. Do tell. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I blame Allison for that one. Because, well, it was my fault, too, because I was drinking the wine. But she provided the wine. So we recorded a bunch of podcasts with Allison and Cag. And there was one take of the podcast that she couldn't use because it was so bad. And I was so drunk and she was so drunk. And it took us, gosh, I want to say what, like
3 hours,
almost 3 hours to record a 45-minute podcast. And she couldn't use it. So she ended up just releasing it to their Patreons as like a Christmas present to them. So
see you later, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.
See you, Jerry. Be safe going to work.
But it very quickly devolved into chaos with that live stream. Yes. And that was after 2 bottles of wine? I drank each, not Allison and I combined drank 2 bottles of wine. Allison and I combined drank 4 bottles of wine. Like we each had 2 bottles of wine before we did that podcast. And it was a travesty.
Travesty?
Yes, it was.
It was a travesty. I mean, it was a lot of fun, I will say that. But as far as like productivity and like work product, it was not good. It did not turn out to be a productive podcast in any way, shape, or form.
Hey, Cheryl. She said, hey, guys. Ryan was
Cheryl.
drunk on banana daiquiris. He was.
Drunk on banana daiquiris. That actually sounds pretty good. Do they make those?
Banana daiquiris? That sounds gross.
Sounds pretty good to me.
It's like, I'd rather eat a banana. Now we're a Shadowcast, though.
Shadowcast? Is that a video game?
Yes. So, how was Australia, guys? That whole month you guys were gone, felt like freaking forever. You guys were out there in Australia. All of November.
It didn't really seem like it was like we were there for that long for us because.
Well, when you're go, what do you think?
Yeah, we were go for like 2 weeks before we left, and then the entire almost 4 weeks we were there was go, and it was pure insanity. But we got to see some of the coolest places in Australia. Not all of them, but we did get to see a good amount of cool places there, and places that I never thought I would see. And I told Connor this when we got back, that I actually found something for him while we were there. We were hiking through the Red
Bank.
and we just were right at this cliff, and we were looking, and there was a freaking dinosaur bone sticking out of the bank. And I wanted to get the whole dinosaur bone, but when you would try to dig it out, it would just crumble, obviously, because who knows how old that is. But I did get a couple of chunks, and I brought those back for Connor. So I have to get those to you at some point.
For those that don't know, I love dinosaurs and Scooby-Doo. Okay.
Yes.
And Dino Nuggets.
Shut up, Ryan. Not supposed to tell people that I'm live.
Oh, sorry. I mean, he likes his chicken nuggets shaped like normal chicken nuggets. I didn't. But
I promise I'm not 12. I promise, guys.
No, and it was we were very fortunate because we had the best hosts on the continent of Australia to show us around. I mean, Allison was so gracious, and Cag was so gracious, and we lived at Cag's house for a month. I mean, it didn't feel like a month because we were having so much fun, and it was so it was a whirlwind of work, hilarity, comedy, fun. I mean, it was just such a good time. And we came back with so much content, which I think there's only 2 more episodes from our Australia adventures after this week. So we have, on New Year's Day, we're releasing our episode from the investigation at Tailem Town, Old Tailem Town in Talem's Bend, South Australia. Next week is Airedale Lunatic Asylum. And then the following week, more than likely the following week, depending on how much editing time I have, because we have a big filming trip that week. But the next Australia episode, the very last one that we'll show, is going to be J Ward, which was the criminally insane ward of Airedale Lunatic Asylum. So,
which of those places do you guys find was like the spookiest?
The 2 that I thought were the creepiest were the Adelaide Jail and Airedale. Those 2, just because the history was tangible in those places. I mean, Airedale was so cool because it's so massive, and the history there. I mean, if you've heard of Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in the United States, Airedale would be the Australian comparison. I mean, it's massive. It is huge history, very dark, transorbital lobotomies, electroshock therapy, disease, mistreatment, people sent there for no other reason other than they were very, very, very moderate or even mild mental health issues that would have been treated with therapy or medication today. They were sent to an asylum back then, and they were thrown in with some very, very ill individuals. And it was just, the history was nuts and the activity was nuts. And there was one part of the building, which you'll see when we release the episode, that performed. It was probably the most haunted. I would say it's the most active session that we performed the entire time we were in Australia, was our session, that one particular session in Airedale. When we were done with that session, we had to take a break for like 20 minutes. I looked at Dave and I was like, what just happened?
Let me ask you guys this then, because somebody asked a question in the chat. They asked, are American ghosts better than Aussie ghosts? But here's a question I want to add to sort of change that. Did you guys notice a difference in a different country as far as the feelings, the paranormal activity, I guess, like vibe compared to American places? Or did it just feel like a normal place?
To me, the vibe and the energies that I am able to pick up on felt the same, like the same gut feelings, the same intuitive feelings and things like that.
Yeah, the only thing that I would say was any different was Estes sessions and Spirit Box sessions became a little bit more challenging because we have a hard enough time, especially when the snippets of words that you get come through the Spirit Box are very quick. So if you hear someone speaking in your own accent or your own dialect in America, it's hard enough to hear some of the spirit box responses, but then when you add the element of the Australian accent onto that, it makes it just a little bit more difficult to be able to decipher what the words are saying when they come through very quickly. That, and there's a lot of slang terms in Australia that they use that we don't use here in America. So sometimes there was a little bit of, which I couldn't even imagine. I've never been to a country to investigate that speaks a foreign language. I'm not even sure I'd know how to navigate that, trying to get responses from spirits that don't even speak the language that we do.
I just want to see a kangaroo. I just want to see a kangaroo and pet him.
But yeah, that I would say that was probably one of the harder aspects of it. But yeah, besides that, it felt all the same, you know, same energy, same activity. Equipment interaction was very familiar. Just if you would have told us we were still in America when we were in the middle of those investigations, we probably would have said, okay, we're still in America. But yeah, that's one cool thing that we discovered, was that it seems like the paranormal experiences are universal no matter where you are.
Yeah.
Somebody asked if you guys saw any kangaroos.
Yeah, we fed kangaroos from our hands, and we pet them, and we saw them in Allison's front yard and her backyard and her driveway, and they're just like deer over here.
Yeah, cuddled with them. Not really. That probably wouldn't have gone well, but
Probably not.
You could get in their pouch.
yeah, I climbed in the pouch, tried to be a little Joey.
Hello, Joey. Oh my God.
Dave,
Yeah.
did you have any encounters with a spider?
Yes, he did.
Oh my God. You guys did you tell your people about that spider you sent me? Oh my God. I would have died.
Yeah.
I can't go to Australia because of that.
I-
No, honey. No way. No way.
Yeah, Adelaide jail, there was a massive spider. I'm glad that I didn't see it. And I'm sure Ryan is glad that I didn't see it either, because he was doing an Estes. And I would have just thrown the camera down and just left him in there. And I would not have gone back in. And I probably would have booked a flight back here pronto. But it was massive spider. Massive.
And it definitely wasn't a huntsman, guys, because we did see huntsman when we were over there. This one was not a huntsman. This one it was a little bit too stout to be a huntsman. Like the body was a little bit too stout to be a huntsman. This one was probably, from what we looked up, we said, and asked some people, but some people suggested that it may have been a trapdoor spider. Some people said mouse spider. All of which grow to be a very decent size, and all of which are venomous. But
Yeah.
Hey,
Connor, somebody asked you a question.
what's that? Where would I? Shell asked, where would I like to investigate that question?
Yes.
I want to investigate the Goldfield Hotel. Now, I got really lucky when I lived in Las Vegas. I was lucky enough to go to Goldfield, Nevada. If those of you that don't know anything about Goldfield, it's what created the TV show Ghost Adventures. They filmed at that hotel, and supposedly Zach got a brick that went flying. I was lucky enough to investigate the bank by myself, which is right across the street from it, which is pretty cool. But when I was doing that, they weren't really doing investigations that I know of at the hotel a couple of years ago. The owner passed away, so now they are doing investigations, and that's one place I definitely want to go to for Alone in the Dark. I want a brick to be thrown.
Yeah, we should do a collab there.
Oh my God, we should. But I'm just telling you, Goldfield is in the middle of nowhere. Everything closes at 4:00.
I'm fine with that.
as long as the hotel is open and unlocked and there's places or we have enough food and water, that's all that matters.
It's really cool. That's one place I definitely want to investigate, though, is the Goldfield Hotel. And I don't think it's just so much. I think it's sort of the lore behind it because of the brick flying and stuff like that. And some people I know that have went there have said it's pretty crazy. So I just want to investigate and check it out. There are lots of places. I'll go to any place.
Yeah, that would be really cool to go check out.
Mm-hmm.
Washoe Club is another good place.
Mm-hmm.
Good suggestion, BJ.
You guys are just going to have to fly out here to Colorado, and we're going to have to go. We still got to do that brothel episode, right?
I know.
The people have spoken. Okay.
They have.
Do you guys want us to go investigate a brothel in Colorado?
I found a new brothel. I found a new brothel that's only an hour and a half from here. We could do that one.
Ooh.
How often do you look for brothels, Connor?
Well, I wasn't actually thinking it was a brothel. I thought it was a museum because it says it's a museum, but it said it started off as a brothel, like literally started as a standalone brothel.
Wow.
So, and it's an old Westernish cowboy town, and the whole town is haunted, which is even better. Every building they let you go investigate, pretty much.
That's awesome. It looks like the people are speaking over there. I think they want to see a collab.
They want to see a brothel collab.
Yeah.
We got to do it.
Would you ever go to the Winchester Mystery House? Oh, yes, Chloe.
Yeah.
Check out.
Yep. I know Destination Fear just went there, and I got the chance to see it because some of the other shows that have been there don't really show the whole building, like the inside, like the 26,000 square foot building.
Wow.
And we got to see a little bit more to that when I was watching that video of their episode, which is pretty cool. I just feel like I would fall through the floor, though. It'd be my luck. I'd be one of the ghosts that haunt there. I just never found my way out.
You're wearing bubble wrap if we go there.
Yeah, Ryan, you can stretch your hammies again at the brothel.
No, I'll be running the SLS camera, and I'll be like, let me open and walk out this door, and then I'll fall 3 stories out the side of the house.
God.
You just see me go, oh no! Crunch.
Apparently, Chelsea fell on the stairs, says BJ.
Yeah. Forgive me, but one of them, I can't remember their name, the blonde one. He had footsteps run up at him.
Alex?
Yes, thank you. That was an experience I had before at Malvern Manor, having footsteps run at you that you just don't see anybody. It's pretty freaking scary to see and experience something like that.
That's one place we haven't been, is Malvern.
Malvern Manor?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far it would be for you guys.
Or Villisca. We've never been there either.
Yeah, we were going to do Villisca, but then we got bad luck and it didn't pan out.
Mm-hmm.
It was double booked.
Yes, Dave is drinking Prime, for all of you guys who know, and he's drinking a brand new flavor.
I am drinking Prime. I'm drinking the Meta Moon.
And no, we are not sponsored by Logan Paul for this commercial.
We are not.
Logan, hit us up. We could use some money.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
That's
feel
right.
like you'll feel like you're in your prime drinking Prime.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, there
I
you
wish
go.
I was in my prime.
You're getting
How
old.
about the Stanley Overlook Hotel? Yes, Sarah, would love to. That's like
Stanley Overlook.
the Stanley Hotel. They called it the Overlook in the Shining.
Oh, okay. The Stanley Hotel, I've been there. The only problem is I don't think they allow you. I mean, we sure can't afford renting out the whole building. That's for sure. And you go there those of you who have never been to the Stanley Hotel, it's 1 hour from me. I've been there 2 or 3 times. You can only, unless you have a room there, you can literally only walk into the lobby, the gift shop, in the basement to go get ice cream or food, and that's it. You literally have nowhere else. You can't explore the Stanley. And it's not really that spooky. It's just an old place. There's actually a theater that people don't talk about that is supposed to be haunted that India actually investigated a few years ago there
Oh, wow.
at the Estes Theater, whatever it's called.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Estes Theater's there. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
That sounds cool, Frida. That would have been a lot of fun. You don't live in Australia anymore? Oh, if we were still here in Australia. Sorry, Frida, I read that wrong. I thought you said if I still lived in Australia. It's like, when did you move, Frida?
So yeah, we'll have to plan something.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It would be a lot of fun.
There's a lot of stuff that we both have planned for this 2023. I'm pretty excited for.
Oh yeah.
Our goal is by the end of 2023, we're going to hit 200,000 subs.
Oh, that's rich.
It's quite possible. You guys froze.
No, we didn't.
Okay,
David is not saying anything.
Okay. Well, you guys are like, and then it was frozen.
Hold on, Dave. Don't move.
Trick everybody. That'll be the thumbnail, guys. That'll be the new thumbnail.
That's right.
There we go.
But that's
Guys-
our goal. We're already at 125K. At the end of 2021, we were at about 96K, 97K, something like that. Between 95 and 1,000 or 100,000. Between 95,000 and 100,000. And then in February, we hit 100K. And then between February and December, we made it to 125K.
I do think 2023 will be the year for our channels. I think this year for the paranormal, as far as YouTube goes, wasn't doing so well, I guess. I mean, that's across all channels. I've noticed a massive dip in all channels, Paranormal or Twin Paranormal, other people, Paranormal Nightmare, your channel, my channel. Obviously, we don't have videos out all the time. But even still, like, there's a massive dip I've noticed. I think the algorithm might have changed, but I think 2023 will for sure pick back up for the paranormal, especially for our channel. There'll be lots more videos, not just 4 videos. There will be weekly videos here soon. Just got to get some time to film them.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
They want to know your top 3 spots. Spicy. I don't know if I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw, yeah, give us your top 3 spots.
Okay, guys, give us your top 3 spots you'd love to investigate. Top 3. Well, one of them for me was the Goldfield Hotel. There's one. I got 2 more left. You guys go. What's your top 3?
I'm gonna say, maybe like Missouri State Penitentiary.
Missouri?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hellfire Caves.
See, one of them is something I can't say yet because I am doing it. One of them is a mystery. You'll find out. I can't say yet, but that's being filmed February 7th. So I cannot tell you what that place is because that's one for sure. Just know I'll give you a hint. It's an escape room / something else.
Ooh.
Yes. So it wasn't obviously an escape room 100 years ago, but. And my third is it's called Harem Hospital. Is that what I want to do? Is that how you say it? Harem?
I don't know how.
I don't know how you say it. It's brand new, isn't it?
Yeah,
Old South Pittsburgh.
Yes, that's one place I definitely want to do. I've been wanting to do that since they first announced it was available for investigating.
Yeah, there he is. Look at that.
Yeah,
Hodge has got your back. Harriman Hospital.
Yes, sir. That is what I want. I couldn't think of the name.
Hodge coming in clutch.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yes. And Haunted Hill is in Mineral Springs is definitely what I want to do. I just saw that advertised to me earlier today, but that is a 12-hour drive for me.
Wow.
Yeah, that's yes, Heath Edwards. Thank you. That is the one.
My second is Edinburgh Vaults. I'm going international with these.
You stole my.
Guys, we do need to go to UK for real.
We do.
Howdy from the Atlanta airport, says India.
Howdy, India.
Hey, India.
Hoping you're having a safe flight. I don't know why I said that so.
I'm glad you actually made it to Atlanta and didn't get delayed. India's flight's been delayed like back and forth all dang day today, and I was like, well, then her flight got delayed till today, so she was supposed to have been home yesterday. But those of you who don't know, America Airlines, the Southwest Airlines have been delaying over 10,000 plus flights for people, and it's kind of insane. So I was wondering if I was even going to be able to pick her up tonight.
Yeah, that's wild.
Thanks a lot, India. I appreciate that. Thanks for.
I heard the reason they were delaying the flights was the big swarm of mosquitoes that they have over the country right now.
What?
I'm just kidding. I made that up.
Ryan, get out of here. Yeah, so I'll be picking her up here about midnight my time at the airport.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, Kit. I saw she's trying to rub in. She had Longhorn. I like Longhorn Steakhouse. It's those of you have never had Longhorn Steakhouse, ribeye steak. Oh my God, it's so good. So India just had it for dinner, and she's trying to rub that into me. Thanks a lot.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. But you still have to say your other locations because we didn't get there.
I did.
Alcatraz would be cool. I'd like to check out Alcatraz. Apparently, just all prisons. I'm a prison man.
That's right.
I'm a prison man.
It's in the West Virginia Penitentiary,
I'm a prison man.
specifically the Sugar Shack.
Oh my god. No,
I heard
please
it's
no.
pretty hot down there.
That's what I heard.
I heard they have sugar.
Yeah, Alcatraz would be crazy.
Leave Dave on the island by himself, and there's I about said the word by accident. A crap ton of spiders on the island, just gather in a swarm and just at him.
Oh yeah.
No thanks. I'd be swimming. I'd be one of those prisoners that do escape from swimming.
Yeah, I'd rather
Yes.
drown than get attacked by spiders.
Please drown me before spiders get to me.
Yeah, Teresa, that was an interesting episode for sure. Teresa said that her favorite episode was the return visit to the Devil in Etnaville house with the Foreman bros running back up for us on that one, and that was quite the episode, that's for sure. So we're hoping to do some more residential cases this coming year.
They're just the only problem though is people ask for that a lot, but the problem though is that it's hard to find those that are credible, because a lot of people think that their place is haunted, but there are logical reasons to why they think it's haunted. And then like we got really lucky with the one family we did get to investigate, for, but
Yeah,
they're just hard to find. Julia, thank you so much and welcome to the PE family. We really appreciate your support to this channel. Thank you.
awesome.
India asked actually, when are y'all coming? She said y'all, like Southern over there in South Carolina. She said,
y'all.
when are y'all coming to Colorado?
Y'all?
When are
Y'all?
y'all coming?
Y'all
Yeah.
or y'all?
Like y'all.
Y'all.
I can't point to
Y'all.
you guys. I don't know where I'm pointing at, but you
And-
two right there. When are you
Hopefully
two coming to Colorado?
soon. Definitely want to get there this year in 2023.
2023. Who wants to see a collab with Paranormal Encounters and Paranormal Quest? And
Do
Bonnie.
leave a banana in the chat.
Leave a banana in the chat if you want to see us collab.
India, I think India missed the banana joke.
She did.
Oh, we're gonna get any more on our comments. There's never like great video, guys. It's just gonna be a banana. And if you new people that come to the channel and be like, what the hell is wrong with this channel?
Nobody tell Joshua Coe he'll never let the banana die.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great. Here we go. All bananas. Everybody's putting bananas in the chat. There you go.
Cheryl King added an extra strawberry in there for good luck.
But that's
There you
that's
go.
a good twist. Strawberry banana.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strawberry.
We're about to hit that hour here. Do we got any last minute questions for myself or India if she's still in the chat? And Dave and Ryan over here at Paranormal Quest.
I feel like we need to have a philosophical moment. We need to actually have Connor. I need you to sit down and I need you to tell us, in your years of paranormal investigation, what have you garnered and what have you learned about life, the afterlife? What have you learned that has been
This is gonna be great.
just overall life-changing for you?
I will say a lot of people that I think have a misconception when they come to my YouTube channel here. They think that I started YouTube in 2019, but they may not know that I actually started a video in 2012. And when I first started in the paranormal, I feel I was super immature and I was really naive. And of course, I was a lot younger. When you're younger in your early 20s, you're pretty stupid. You really are. Like, not to be mean to anybody. You just don't have that life experience to be more mature and more patient with things. And I think the paranormal more so has made me patient and more understanding and especially people that watch the videos who've commented over the years. Some of them have left really, really great comments, and they've taught me to like sort of, I don't know, have more patience, to be more mature about my approach, about how I communicate with the paranormal and not be irrational. And I stopped watching paranormal shows that be put on Travel Channel and whatever freaking station put up, paranormal stations, whatever, paranormal shows, because back then I was easily able to be manipulated, like especially like Ghost Adventures and all those other shows, because I didn't know any better and I thought that's how things went. And that's not really how things go. That stuff's made for entertainment. So I learned my own ways of communicating things, and I've learned to listen more on the inside when I communicate, especially with all my experiences of seeing a little girl, having a little girl scream and capturing that in audio, and having footsteps, like I said, I mentioned earlier, run at me. Like, it's opened my eyes to things that I thought, I guess I wasn't for sure knowing that was real. And like, so it's changed my personality over the years. I'm a lot more mellow than I used to be. I used to be all over the place, bouncing like I had 1,000 caffeine milligrams in my system. But what about you guys?
I don't even remember the question.
Something that your years of paranormal investigation has taught you just about life or about yourself.
Look back from when you guys first started Paranormal Quest till now.
Yeah. I would say one of the things that have stuck with me is that every time we go and investigate someplace for our episodes, we like to do some sort of a... Is that thunder?
No, that's probably my air conditioner you're hearing. If is it loud? Can you hear the feedback from that?
Yeah. I just thought it was... I thought it was like thunder snow or something.
No. My house is falling apart. That's why.
I don't hear it now, so...
Okay.
Yeah, we always try to get some sort of historical or informative type of interview beforehand, or like a walkthrough or something. And the thing that I have noticed is that you always get different stories of how these people passed away, and sometimes you'll get stories of people who are like 70, 80, 90 years old, or stories of an infant, or anywhere in between. And it just like, you never, ever know when your last breath is going to be, and you never know when the last time that you go to sleep is going to be, and you never know when the last time that you're going to wake up is going to be. So it's taught me to live in the moment more and appreciate what we have while we're here, because, and I know that's not really much to do with ghost hunting, but it's just one of the things that has stuck with me throughout the years.
What about you, Ryan? You were like 12 when you started, right?
So was Dave. Dave was actually younger than 12 when he started. Dave was like 10 years old when he started investigating the paranormal with his mom back in the 90s. So
yeah. God, that hurts to hear. Ouch.
But yeah, of course I was very immature when I started too, but I don't think that immaturity is necessarily a bad thing. I mean, granted, we've become professional researchers in what we do, but I think somewhere along the lines, one thing that really almost killed the passion for the paranormal was everything got a little bit too serious at one point. And you always want to be serious about your work, but if you can't have fun with what you do, then why do it? So for me, it was all about finding that healthy balance between having fun with the investigations and the filming, but also taking it seriously and learning from that and using that in lessons about not just us or me personally, but using it in lessons for future investigations. So if we do something and it doesn't work out, don't get frustrated. Don't throw a fit, because I used to be very high strung when it came to, well, used to be.
Still are.
Still am. I tend to forget that it's not the end of the world, and that I need to just relax a little bit, and no matter what we do, it'll be worth it in the end, because every investigation, every episode gets us closer to what our goal is. And it was never about trying to prove the paranormal to others, because that's impossible. It's a very subjective thing. Because if someone has set in their brain that they don't believe in the paranormal, they don't believe there's anything unexplainable happening in the world, us showing them footage is not going to change their mind.
And I don't think. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I think for me, I mean, granted, I would love it if it did change their mind, but I can't go into it with that goal because there's no way that I can change everyone's mind with what we capture and what we do. So the way that I've learned is the way that I have approached it, and what I've learned is to go into it trying to make up my own mind, to try and find the evidence that I need to be able to have some sort of answers. And if I find the evidence that I need, then maybe other people will see that evidence and it'll be enough evidence for them too.
Good night, Mary. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching with us tonight.
I thought he was just.
Remember to spay and neuter your pets. That's all. Goodbye.
Good night.
I'm sorry. I didn't want her to leave without us saying goodbye to her. I mean, honestly, guys, I don't ever want to prove the paranormal. I don't ever want to prove there's an afterlife. I don't want to. I don't. Because if I do, it won't be called paranormal anymore. There's no sense in so many people and so many shows on television get so caught up in proving the afterlife, and it's not able to be proven. That's one thing that I want to emphasize on too from my experiences from the past 12 years is that it's not provable. Nothing I have ever experienced has ever been able to be replicated. Like nothing. I mean, I've never seen another ghost. I've seen one ghost my entire life in 2014, and that is it. And I mean, I'd love to see another ghost, but I don't feel like that will ever happen again. I know that the experiments that I've done and the experiences I've had will never be the same. They'll probably be like something different that's sort of close, but it's never exactly to the T the same thing. And that's okay. That's what makes it the paranormal, and that's what makes it where I love it. I love the paranormal. I love ghost hunting. I hate that term. You can't hunt something that's dead. But I love exploring places that are said to be haunted just to see if I have something I can't explain, just to see maybe one day, I will see another ghost or something like that. But
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny too. The other thing I wanted to say was in your because you had mentioned the comments, Connor, and sometimes you get some lovely comments from individuals, and that's what makes it subjective, Like it always entertains me whenever someone says that something is scary or something is terrifying, and then you get comments saying, well, that wasn't terrifying at all. It's like, yes, because fear is subjective.
mm-hmm.
What's terrifying to some people may not be terrifying to others. Just because someone believes it's terrifying. Like, I don't believe spiders are terrifying, but if there was a spider on my shoulder right now, Dave would knock me out of this chair. So,
Sure would.
And the paranormal isn't meant to be scary. Let's just put it that way. No. It's not meant to be scary. It's people have so much what's the word? Superstitions, I feel. Like, oh, there's demons, or this house is dark. Like, there's too many dark hauntings because that's what sells people to watch, because people love crime shows as the same relationship as that. It puts people in that detective state, that fear feeling, but you as a viewer will sit on your couch on your phone or your TV or whatever you're watching our shows on, and I forget where I was going with that, but okay. I don't even know where I was going with that. I had a thought and I lost it as I was just
that's an all-day occurrence for me, so
mm-hmm.
I understand.
Yeah. But you're right, though. I mean, there is a certain infatuation with the darkness that people have. And I think it comes down to not just with the paranormal, but like you said, with true crime. People love to learn about the darkest parts of humanity because it helps them unknowingly, but subconsciously learn about the darkest parts of themselves and mm-hmm. parts that they don't necessarily want people to see, but they know exist. And I think it satiates some sort of desire for darkness that they can't extrovertedly, put out there into the world, because of certain social norms. But,
mm-hmm.
Like murder is bad, that sort of thing. So I think that's always been what true crime and a lot of things have been about. Anything that has to do with anything macabre or dark, it definitely satiates some sort of strange subconscious desire for darkness, if that makes sense.
And people got to look at it this way, it's scary to watch stuff in the dark because mm-hmm. that goes back to our primitive days when we were hunting tigers and wild boar and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like in the dark, we were scared of the dark because you don't see what's coming. Your senses are gone. You can't see anything. So you don't know what's about to happen. And that's sort of still passed down to us in these generations now. Everybody's scared of the dark to some extent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's fear in the sense that, you know, monsters can look just like you and I, but then also in the sense of the paranormal, there's also fear in the sense that maybe monsters could be unseen, if that makes sense. And I think that's where the fascination comes into. People are very almost obsessed with the idea that there are things that they can't see that can hurt them. And there's something fascinating about that, and that's why I think it's gotten such popularity in the internet realm. But the same thing as true crime, you know, people have that strange attraction to fear because it's just like the same part of your brain that has that fight or flight response. It's that fear reaction that produces adrenaline, and people become addicted to that. But there's also a softer form of that becomes more long-term addicting. And people want to feel that small little burst of fear of being like, wow, that guy or that lady, they look normal and they did such terrible things. They're monsters. And I think it's the same thing in the paranormal realm. It's like that sudden burst of fear when you're sitting alone in the dark, no pun intended, watching a video about things that are unseen that can hurt you. I think that produces that small little jolt of adrenaline that they become addicted to, and it becomes they want to come back for more. And if it doesn't have to do with that, or if it's not that intense, it's just not enough for them anymore. So which is why, you know, we've always said that we're going to have moderation with that sort of thing. We've done a few episodes where we have delved into possible cases or scenarios where people believe there are inhuman spirits that are haunting them. But we don't go full on into it, because if you go full on into it, everything else with the paranormal just doesn't seem to compare. You know what I mean? Because it's more exciting to go after something that could hurt you than it is to go after something that is just a spirit. And so that's why I think also it also puts you in a box to where if you continually do demons, demonic, unseen forces, then you're forced to continue to do it because people want that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, anyway, that's my little soapbox rant there. And it's not, I mean, it's exciting. I would absolutely love to believe that there is something that could hurt me out there that I can't see. But I'm kind of like a proof is in the pudding kind of guy, and I've been running around dark abandoned buildings almost my whole life, and I've never had anything hurt me except myself. So,
yeah, actually, you got to take that back. The floor hurt you.
Or the lack thereof floor. The lack of floor hurt me.
That floor got you. You gotta be careful.
That building tried to kill you.
Ryan about became a ghost. Well, what is your guys' favorite piece of paranormal tools you guys like to use? You know, I know that a lot of us, since Amy's Crypt came out with GhostTube, we all been using GhostTube lately. That's one of my favorites I like to use, just because, you know, it's easily accessible, and I can use it to show people things, and, you know, obviously take everything that you get on that with a grain of salt. But that's sort of becoming my favorite tool lately.
That's very interesting you say that, because that was the whole reason that she came up with the idea. She wanted a paranormal investigation tool that was easily accessible, that everyone could use and have access to, and that wasn't super expensive, because any more paranormal equipment is astronomically priced. So she wanted to take the technology that is in modern day paranormal investigation equipment and make it easily accessible and in the palm of anyone's hand. So it definitely is a really cool tool. And so, yeah, paranormal equipment, though, that we love GhostTube. So, but I don't want to choose the same one as you.
No, you can say, I mean, you say the same thing. You can just say why you like it. I gave you my reason why. If it's the same thing, there's nothing wrong with having the same enjoyment out of the same tool. You know what I mean?
I need you to give me 13 reasons why.
1, it doesn't matter what I say. 2,
that was a TV show. Anyway, it was a Netflix series, in case anyone didn't know. And a book. Did you hear that voice? Is there a ghost in here? I heard a woman's voice.
Sounds like the ghost of Miranda.
It's the ghost of Miranda.
Quick, get out GhostTube.
I would say probably my favorite piece of investigation equipment is either a night vision camera or a digital voice recorder, because without that, we would have nothing to capture the evidence that we get from other pieces of equipment. You know, if we didn't have a voice recorder, if we didn't record video, how would we show everyone on YouTube all the things that we capture?
Mm-hmm.
So,
True.
Mr. David, we're waiting for you.
Are we talking like actual?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like any tool. I mean, you could be anything. Like just something you like to use that you feel you've had a paranormal experience with. You know what I mean? Just make it easy saying that way.
I mean, honestly, I just like relying more on myself and my intuitions and my gut feelings and you know, more personal experiences. But if we're talking like equipment or something, I would, you know, it's kind of like Taco Bell. They kind of just all do the same thing, but just call them different things.
Well, to everybody it does, but
what are you saying about Taco Bell?
yeah.
That they have like the same 6 ingredients, but have 42 menu items.
I'm sorry, Taco Bell. He didn't mean that.
But I would go with like a REM pod or something like that.
Okay.
And recently we used the string. What's that thing called?
The string?
The string.
Oh, the tripwire.
The paranormal tripwire. Yeah, we first got to use that with Kalani at Brushy Mountain, and then Amy was to let us borrow it.
That was really cool. That episode was editing for you guys at that prison jail.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Kilmore.
Jail, prison. Yeah, Kilmore. Yeah, thank you. When I got to see that stuff light up, it was pretty creepy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We want to order one of those again here soon. We just ordered an Ovilus 5B thanks to Susie Diaz.
Yes,
Susie, if you're watching, shout out, thank you for giving a very, very more than generous PayPal donation to help us actually purchase ourselves an Ovilus 5B. Did I say 5D at first? 5B? I don't know what I said. Who knows? It's hard to tell what this mouth says. Anyway, so that's our next piece of equipment that's coming in. But then after that, we want to get the tripwire.
Yes, and the lantern was really cool too.
Oh, the lantern was really cool. Where it was hanging out by the gallows.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Look who it is, Phil Tan. Speaking of generous donations to Paranormal Quest in the channel.
Oh, there's Phil.
Phil Tan.
Mr. GoPro.
Yeah.
Heck if I know, Phil. You got to ask Amy. I didn't look into it yet.
I didn't know you could buy those kind of things.
They're like right around $230.
I want to try to get the music box that you guys have.
I'm sorry?
The music box.
What about it?
I want to get one.
Oh yeah.
You don't want this box to be singing because then the ghosts won't come out. I want to get something like that.
You just be like Kalani walking around singing Johnny Cash everywhere you go.
That damn guy sounds like Johnny Cash when he sings. This damn guy sounds like 1,000 cats being murdered, is what it sounds like.
That's impressive. 1,000 of them?
Mm-hmm.
You could probably bottle that and sell it.
I don't think anything in this world could record that.
Yeah, the Flux is really cool, Hodge. We got to use that a bunch when we were in Australia because Allison has one in every kit for the Haunted Horizons crew. So, and we had it trigger a couple of times. I can't remember where all it happened, but I know it triggered a good bit at the Adelaide jail, and I don't think it triggered at all when we were at Kilmore. I don't think.
I wasn't there. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the Flux is really cool. Works very much like a REM pod, so to speak, because it's just proximity. Get close to it. Yes, no questions. Yes, no answer.
Guys,
so,
my demon wants to come out. Hang on.
There he is, the birthday boy.
Oh.
Okay, here you go, dude. You got 90 people to say hi to, okay? It's his birthday, guys, and he's over here ground like a demon next to me. Okay, demon caught on camera right here.
You got to change the title of this video to that.
He just turned 2 years old today, okay? He's a little demon. Okay.
YouTube will throw you in the algorithm if you put demon in your
Oh,
title.
don't you dare yawn, okay? I know he's trying to yawn to look all cute and crap. Okay. Are you done now? You done? Okay. He's got a little mohawk. I never got a chance to show you guys. Look. Hold on. Let me fix your mohawk, bro. I can't fix it like that. Yeah, show all the ladies. Hurry up. I don't think they can
Turn
see
around,
it.
Dexter.
There you go.
Look at the mohawk.
Look at that look at the camera. Look at that look. He's like, yeah, that's
There
right.
he is.
He's reading the chat. Okay. All right. Every time, I don't think you guys know this, but see if he'll give it to me. Give me a hug.
Happy birthday, Frida, or early birthday, or whatever day of the week it is. I don't know. What's the date in Australia right now?
Tomorrow.
No, is it the first already in Australia? I don't think so. Is it?
I don't know. You guys were on
I think it's
Australia.
just the 31st, to be honest.
Is it next year?
No, it's the 31st right now in Australia.
Okay, little dude.
It's probably, hold on, let me test my knowledge. It is about noon time, noon 30. Half 12.
Oh, 1:30.
Oh, it's 1:30. 1 p.m. in Adelaide, says Phil. So that was close. 1:30 p.m. Eastern. See? So that was close.
Guys, I think people will watch. I'm not meaning this in a mean way, guys, but I think people will watch our videos more if this little demon was in it.
Let's bring
Here he
Dexter
comes.
on an investigation.
Look what this. Oh, he's not going to do it. He likes to give hugs. So I say, hey, give me a hug. He'll give me a hug. Give me a hug. Huh? No.
He said, I'm camera shy.
He's definitely not women shy. Every time we take him to what is it? I think it's Pets Hotel. We take him there every time. I swear, this dog. All I ever hear when we pick him up is like, "Oh, he's so sweet. He likes to give hugs." I'm like, "Yeah, he likes to play people and gives hugs. You know, he gets what he wants." So like every time when we go there, receptionist, he's always like, whenever they bend down, like to put like this collar thing around his neck, whatever, he always has to give them a hug. All the time. He's a little player.
Hand.
He likes his ladies, huh? A little stud muffin. Okay.
I forgot to mention I read Phil's comment, and we appreciate everything, Phil. Thank you so much for your contribution to the channel, and you're very much appreciated, my friend. When we use the GoPro in the next episode that we film, we'll be giving you a shout out.
Oh, a GoPro.
Just so you know.
Just so you know.
We just haven't filmed anything yet.
We have not filmed since we got back.
You guys kind of need the break, anyways.
It's just been crazy since we got back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone had to get COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Connor were COVID buddies.
They literally had COVID the same week. How does that work? And they're half the country apart.
God, it was you, wasn't it? You looked up at me. Yeah. I say, guys, any last minute questions you guys have? We've been on here for 82 minutes, I think, so far here. We've been on here a little bit longer, I think, than we were planning to do. But we just wanted to jump on here. Our last live of 2020. How about said? Yeah, 2022.
I'm buttoning up my shirt for modesty.
Freaking Ryan.
I'm just trying to entertain the people out there. That's all.
Miranda. Anyways, this is any last minute questions, guys. We wanted to jump on here just to give you guys a Friday night chit chat. I know that our channel, Paranormal Encounters, hasn't put out some episodes as much as we have during obviously COVID, when it was really going around the country. But in 2023, we do have plans to try to make it so we have weekly episodes. We have 8 locations we've already contacted that are for sure going to be happening. We're trying to film them all in January. I just dropped down on my job so I can make this happen. So I can work half a week at my job now and half a week over here. So before, I had too much responsibility at my job, and I needed to drop down so I could do more YouTube for you guys. So there is going to be a point where we will be doing weekly episodes. So just want everyone to hopefully be patient. Those of you that are patient right now, I seriously, me and India both greatly appreciate it. It's just difficult to do episodes when you've got a million things in your life going on at the same time. So
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, everyone that's watching, if you're from our channel and you have not subscribed to Connor in India, subscribe to this channel and go watch that Alone in the Dark video that Connor did. He worked really hard on it, and
I was bloody nervous doing that video, to be honest with everybody. The next videos will look a lot different. When I say make it better, I'm going to be shooting it so it's a lot higher quality. I'm trying my best to be able to do it on my own, as much filming as I can. There's just so much to do in such a little amount of time. So,
That's right.
Very cool.
And make sure if you are not subscribed to this channel, you hit that subscribe button on Paranormal Encounters. You hit the like button. Make sure you share this channel with your friends and family. Let's do it. Before the end of this year, let's get Paranormal Encounters up to 40,000 subscribers. Let's do it before the ball drops tomorrow night. Let's have Paranormal Encounters hit 40K.
That's a lot. You think about it, even 130, let's just say 130 for you guys, whatever. I don't even know what your exact number is, but it's a lot of people you think about that really support our creativeness, and our explorations of the paranormal, which is, I'm super blessed for everybody. I really appreciate everybody who supports both of our channels. It means so much to all of us here. What day of the week will PE episodes air? I'm thinking Saturdays, guys. I don't want to air the same time as Paranormal Quest, so it'll be before or after their episodes, so we don't accidentally air them at the same time, because some of you are subscribed to both of our channels. So Saturdays are for sure Spooky Saturdays still. That's when I'm planning to make them happen.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
You
And
gotta love Spooky Saturdays.
you have to love Spooky Saturdays. But I'm serious, guys. By the time the ball drops tomorrow, I want Paranormal Encounters at 40,000 subscribers or more. So everyone that is watching this right now, go and share this channel with your friends and family. We're going to share a link to the channel telling people that we're going to get you guys to 40K by New Year's. And let's make it happen. Let's get 400 subscribers in the next 24 hours for Paranormal Encounters.
You guys are awesome. One thing I really appreciate is having friends like you guys to support, our channel. One thing that I don't want to throw any shade, because I'm not throwing shade at anyone else, but like sometimes when channels get so big, their ego goes with that. And I think that they kind of don't care about their friends who have way less subscribers, because it's not really their problem. And you guys have always stuck by Indy and I's side and have always supported us no matter what level of subscription and subscribers we've had. So it really means a lot to have friends like you guys to support each other, especially with your guys' super chat earlier. We really greatly appreciate you too. You guys are awesome.
But we appreciate you guys. Hell, you edited 4 videos for us while we were in one of the most difficult situations we've been in with YouTube. So we appreciate you guys and everything that you do for us as well. So this is we have to stick together. That's what it's all about.
Connor, do you have a Twitter and an Instagram? I have an Instagram. I have a Twitter for the show, and I think for my personal, I never really used Twitter because I never really tweeted, whatever you want to use that term. I have an Instagram. So at Connor HHB as in boy is my Instagram handle, and our show also has an Instagram. If you go on there, you'll there in the description you'll find both of our Instagram handles, so you can follow along and see our pictures and stuff, or our stories or whatever. I don't really post too much in social media. I used to do a lot of it. I just don't do too much of that anymore.
Twitter is dying anyway.
Yes. Ain't that right, Dexter? Huh? Was that what you think?
I deleted my personal Twitter just a couple of weeks ago. It's a shame, because Twitter was one of the first social media platforms I had after MySpace.
Yeah.
So
I also deleted my personal Twitter.
So it's just a shame, because I joined Twitter way before I ever joined, of course, Facebook or Instagram or anything. Like, I remember who in the chat. I want you to put hearts in the chat if you remember this. Does anyone remember when you used to be able to text a 4-digit code from your regular flip cell phone that wasn't a smartphone, and it would tweet for you?
Jeez, Ryan, how old are you? Like 90?
Yeah, he asked me that the other day, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't
Does
know if
anyone remember that? How you could text the 4-digit code and it would tweet? See? Look at that. They all remember that. Has anyone ever accidentally tweeted something that you meant to send to someone else? Because I used to do that all the time as a teenager. I would think I was replying to my friends, and I would send it to Twitter accidentally and say some really embarrassing stuff.
Oh my god. Guys, I want to do more of these lives. If people are cool with like chit chatting, like I know you just did like a coffee and scream, Dave. Like
Yeah.
you know, like I used to do lives a lot with India. Every time we used to do an episode, we used to do like an after show or just jump on or just do live ghost hunts and stuff like that. I miss it in a way, but also too, I know that it gives a variety of content for people because we're not gone. Clearly, we're still here doing lives. You know, even though we have a period of time where we don't have episodes, but I'd like to do like sort of like not like really a podcast, but maybe like take some questions from our subscribers from both channels and maybe get together and maybe host it alternatively on our channels or whatever. And just, you know, like have a Friday night and just sit down and chit chat and, you know, let our subscribers ask us questions or get to know us more, things that they don't see in our shows or even read from the books I've written. You know, like maybe they can ask some stuff that we can let them know. Maybe do some giveaways or something. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, what do they call those? Vodcasts, vidcasts, or something like that.
Like video podcasts.
Like a video podcast, yeah. Which
Here's
is
India will kill me, but here's the first giveaway.
Win yourself your own personal mohawked demon.
Here's your first demon. You'll catch her on camera. Capture on camera. Right there. He likes to give lots of hugs and he demands all this attention and doesn't stop.
Dexter.
Yeah, sorry, Dexter. I know you're 2 years old now, but bye-bye.
Have fun, Dexter. Go eat some cake.
See you later, you little demon. Oh, God. That's
maybe that's something we can talk about.
Hey, look, it's Polly.
Polly said get certain channels for the Saturday night lineup.
That would be cool. That's a good idea. You know, get like Amy's Crypt or any of your guys' other favorite paranormal channels if they want to, you know, like
Look at that.
join us.
Thank you,
Phil,
Phil.
thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that, Phil. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you.
Very nice of you, Phil.
But yeah, we could do something like that. That'd be fun because I'd love to. Honestly, you know, like you see their videos online of whatever they're experiencing, but nobody really talks like on one-on-one on different channels to just get to know like, so what do you think ghosts actually are? Do you think they're ghosts? Do you think they're interdimensional beings, aliens, those things like that? Like it just be kind of a cool, deep, I don't know the word, deep conversations. I love deep conversations. I love to see what people think and what they feel like things are from what they've experienced.
Yeah, and maybe we could do like a segment where we bring on like maybe like once a week or once a month where we could bring on like one like up and coming small content creator that, you know, puts out crazy, insane good content, but they can't get any traction or nobody wants to work with them or something like that, you know?
Yeah. Because YouTube is hard to gain an audience on, especially when you're really low on the subscriber count. It's hard to gain that traction. You're lucky to get put in the algorithm, so it'd be kind of cool to help out other channels. Like we used to do the charity events a few years ago, helping out. You know, like obviously that's not with YouTube, but that's something that I still want to continue doing, especially as our channel grows. I want to put out more charity events as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, well, all right, guys, what do you say? Last live of 2022, we get off of here, and you guys have a new episode tomorrow.
Wrong.
Sunday.
Yeah, we pushed it back to Sunday because we figured, like us, everyone's going to want to be celebrating the new year, and they wouldn't be watching for paranormal content on New Year's Eve. They'd be hopefully gorging themselves with good food, celebrating with friends, and then watching the ball drop at midnight. So we decided to put off the release of our normal Saturday premiere to Sunday. So those of you that are here that are subscribed to us, be watching for the new episode Sunday. Premiere page is up now, and we'll be investigating Old Talem Town in that one. So
yes,
I can't wait to see that one.
Me either.
That's right. I can't wait to see it either. I haven't seen it 500,000 times. Anyway, that's right, Hodge Perry.
Life with video editor.
Year 2023.
That's right.
2023 is our year, guys, on YouTube. Okay, lots and lots more episodes for Paranormal Encounters. More so of Alone in the Dark for us is coming, and we will be having weekly episodes. I just ask for patience from our subscribers. I don't want to release an episode without there being one for the following week. So it's going to take some time, but I promise we will have lots more videos coming because I'm highly dedicated to make 2023 our channel year where we hit 100,000 subscribers by this time of this day, 1 year from today, I plan to hit 100,000 subscribers. So I want to be able to look back on this video where I'm talking right now to my future self. We're going to have 100,000 subscribers. Lots more videos.
That's right. Let's make it happen. And 24 hours, guys. Your clock starts now. Let's get Paranormal Encounters to 40K by the end of tomorrow, by the ball dropping. Before the ball drops. In New York. Because that's where we are. Not in New York, but we're in the you know what I mean. We're in Eastern.
You're on the East Coast. You're on the East Coast.
Yeah, we're on the East Coast of the United States. So
yes. All right, everybody. I hope you guys have a safe and healthy and don't drink and drive holiday tomorrow. Okay. The end of 2022, 2023 is going to be your guys' years. All of you watching. I know this year has been tough for a lot of people, but 2023 will be a great year for everybody. Paula, thank you so much. Seriously, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Guys, it's New Year's Eve. It's going to be New Year's Eve. Make sure that you make smart decisions and think about how your decisions of getting drunk behind the wheel can affect so many other people besides yourself. And don't do it. Hand your keys over to somebody else. It's not worth it. Okay.
All right. Let's make like spiders and go. Because
I don't know if I understand the analogy.
It's not supposed to mean anything.
Oh.
It means like if I see a spider, let's go.
Oh, so you're not gonna go like the spider. You're making like you saw a spider and now you're going. Okay, cool. Now we're on the same page.
All right, I'm done embarrassing myself. Okay, bye everybody. We appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your time tonight. We'll see you guys in 2023. Don't forget to watch Paranormal Quest Sunday.
Tail him down.
Tail him down.
Thank you. Wow, that took forever. Sorry,
guys. We thought you were gonna finish it.
No, I actually forgot the name of the town. Thank you. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you guys soon.
Good night. Happy New Year, everyone, and goodbye.
Bye.
We're leaving.